My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and doing really well. And today I'm reviewing Initio Oud For Happiness. This is £280 for 90ml. The notes are bergamot, ginger, licorice, vanilla, cedarwood, Indian oud, all naturals, and then musk. I don't understand the all naturals. Is it all natural musk or is it all naturals? Not really understanding that. Do we have our bottles of Initio Oud For Happiness? Are we engaged with our higher self? Let's get testing. So I'm really excited about this because the Oud For Greatness I thought was fantastic. I thought it was brilliant, modern, up-to-date perfumery. I think it was absolutely brilliant, phenomenal. So this one, I'm interested to see how they're going to take a flanker and what they're going to do with it. I never talk about packaging at all, but I kind of think it's super cool. I love black and sort of silver and chrome and all that stuff, and this is just like awesome. I kind of don't know what to expect at all. So there's a very dominant licorice note in it, a little bit unpalatable. I hope this dries down a little bit better, to be honest with you. Oh, this is dry, metallic, licorice. It smells nothing like Oud For Greatness at all. The one positive thing about this company is they really know how to work a formulation. So they know how to get it to latch onto the skin and to radiate out. And that's kind of really where modern perfumery should be. So this is very light and airy. So this is Hedione based. So those who follow me in reviews know that I always talk about Hedione and Isu Super. This hasn't got the Isu Super in because it hasn't got that woody, ambery, velvety feel to it. This is Hedione based because it's light and airy. This is expansive. So this is built around the musk heavy metallic musk. Then it's got wood raw materials and ambergris like raw materials, which help to give weight to a formulation. That's quite an interesting concept, isn't it? To have a fragrance that you can have some fragrances which are light and airy and some fragrances which are light and airy but are also weighted out, and this has a weight to it, and that's from one of the raw materials. I mean, this has cashmere, and there's a dirtiness to this. There's one aspect I don't like, and the aspect I don't like is that licorice combined with cyprol. And cyprol, I like working with it. It's a fantastic raw material. If you don't work with it correctly, it can smell very, very dirty and a little bit ashtray. And there is an ashtray sort of finish to this, which I personally don't think is particularly palatable. They've elevated it with one of my most favorite raw materials, bergamot, and there is a lot of bergamot in this. And bergamot is an amazing raw material. It's a citrus that goes with everything. Sat right in the middle of a light and airy, ethereal, sweet, and also, but not sweet like orange. And it's also not tart like lemon. So it sits perfect and it goes with everything. It doesn't alter the formulation, but it gives elevation. I'm yet to do a bergamot based formulation, but that'll be coming next year. This is kind of like weighty and heavy, but also light and airy. Through the middle, there are some white floral notes, which is the major raw materials. And major raw materials are so important with orientals. They help to fix it to the skin. They help to clean up a formulation. And so you have that sort of dirty ashtray sort of finish at the base. And then around the middle, you have the smoothness of the major raw materials. And then you have expansive ambers going through the formulation, and then it's all Hedione and bergamot through the whole thing. On to my final thoughts. I don't like this. I'm gonna be really honest with you. It's kind of orientals on oud is where I gravitate to. That's my favorite type of perfumery, and the Oud For Greatness I thought was phenomenal. I just thought it was really good, very clever, awesome, and this feels like it isn't doing it for me. It's that ashtray sort of finish on it. This dry, metallic ashtray-like. I kind of don't know who'd want to smell like that, to be honest. So I'll go through the marks. The first two marks are legal compliance, whether the box is safe, legal, and when it would fit in with all the legal paperwork. Absolutely phenomenal. This house is really compliant. And the reason why I say that is because there are some fragrance houses out there that don't have anything on the box, and if it doesn't have the correct information on the box, the fragrance isn't suitable to sell. It's illegal to sell. You have to have the compliance bit. This is compliant and amazing. Next two marks are the price. This is overpriced. It kind of smells to me like Oud For Greatness. I think it's phenomenal. There's something animalistic, something very sexual about it. This smells like light, airy ashtrays. I can't get away from the licorice note combined with ashtrays. I just absolutely don't like it. And I think it's disappointing, and I think it's overpriced. $280 for this size. I kind of don't. I'd love some absolutes in this. I kind of don't see anything of a value. There's things missing from this. Next to marks are longevity and projection. This house is phenomenal longevity, projection, anchoring to the skin, so that gets a 2. Do I like it? I really don't like it, and I want to go and wash my skin. I think there's something noxious about it. I just don't like it. The smokiness is horrible. It's like got a smoky ashtray, and that's the galac wood in it. It's too much sort of licorice and galac wood, smoky licorice ashtrays. That's kind of how I'm going to summarize it. To sweeten it, it's sort of ylang ylang and eucalyptus. I think this is horrible. I'm kind of going to be honest with you, but I think it's technically, to put something together that's finished, awesome. But this is absolutely not to my liking. And because it's an oud, I'm always going to mark it a little more aggressive, because it's what I consider my expertise, and my knowledge is really honed in on that sort of stuff. So of course, if it's an oud fragrance, I expect more from it. With 280 quid, I kind of don't think it's there. I'm going to mark this as a 6 out of 10. I think it's all right if you like dirty ashtrays. So I hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content, lots of moving hands, and lots of fragrance reviews. Hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.